Hey guys, Adrian here for the Digital Dojos, and this is the top 5 must-have tweaks for in Cydia, I believe. When you first jailbreak your iPhone, I've been a jailbroken user for quite a while. This is my iPhone 4S. We're taking a look at it through a little simulator, AirPlay simulator, and I want to give you guys my top 5 must-have Cydia tweaks when you jailbreak your phone. What I think are kind of things that you should have by default when you jailbreak, or things you should install by default to kind of help you out, because I think jailbreaking is a lot about a lot of things rather than just getting free stuff and all of that. It's about tweaking. It's about making your phone easier to access, easier to use, and more convenient and more productive. So for the first tweak I want to talk about is Springtomize. It's more specifically Springtomize 2. Springtomize 2 is the best money you're gonna pay. When I got it, I think it was around $2. It's maybe a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it's around $2 though. Springtomize is the all-in-one tweak that I think is highly worth it, because there's so many other tweaks out there like Shrink, like Iconoclasm, etc., that charge like $2 or even more than Springtomize itself. There's Fake Clock Up. There's all these other apps I have. There's a like lock screen info, but you can do all of the majority of that stuff using Springtomize for that one-time price. You can do stuff like speed up animation, so you can notice here as my phone kind of goes back and forth, it seems faster, and it's not actually physically faster. The specs isn't it's not overclocking any hardware or anything. It's just limiting the software's animation time delay that you can do with that. Capabilities, you can enable or disable stuff like I disabled HDR photos, I disabled panorama. You can disable your front camera if you never even use that. You can even disable up to stuff like App Store, Magnemeter. If you don't want multitasking, usually I disable that, but for the purpose of this video, I had it on. That can save tons and tons on battery life. Again, I think this is something that is required with jailbreaking to make your phone better to use and preserve battery life, etc. Dock, it has some stuff in dock you can adjust. You can put more icons in the dock. Some other cool things, you can do stuff like you can change the app switcher, you can change the lock screen, you can have different stuff to display on there. You can change your actual slider text, tons and tons of stuff. I can't even it take a whole video to cover all the features that Springtomize has. Winterboard is a must-have. This is number 2. I think is a most needed tweak. It's free. It is more like a middleman for jailbreakers. Basically, anything you're gonna download theme-related, whether it's icons, docks, complete themes, status bars, iPod app themes, it's gonna be enabled through Winterboard. So you're gonna basically jailbreak. You're gonna find the theme you like. For this example, I'm using Icon or Acon. However you want to pronounce it. I believe it's pronounced Icon. To spell different. It's a nice HD theme, has support for the Retina display. It allows you to enable all the stuff within themes. Some themes have multiple options like this one. Other themes just have one-click tap and it's enabled. There's custom docks you can download in Cydia. Again, anything that has that themes, whether it's themes complete, themes dock, themes icon, it's going to be enabled through Winterboard. And this is definitely a must-have if you are a jailbreak user to really customize your phone and make it your own. This is something that you need to check out. Winterboard, available in the Cydia store, should be for free, and obviously it's in the default repos. Number 3, Byte SMS, and I guess I can. I don't want to really open this just because it has my text messages in it. But let me go into the settings here just to show you some of the settings for Byte SMS. I believe it should be here if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's not in here. But let me go ahead and show you the settings real quick. Here's a look at Byte SMS. This is Byte SMS. I'm just trying to show off numbers. You won't even be of use anymore. These are really old text messages. But basically, if I open up a message, you can see here it's just a default texting app, but with a lot more functionality. Stuff like attaching pictures, etc. is much more easier. Has a much nicer interface than the regular texting app. If you buy it, it is free by default. But if you buy it, you remove these ads at the bottom here. Not only that, but it has support for quick reply. So if somebody texts you and it's at your home screen, you don't have to actually open up the texting app. You can just quick reply from the home screen, from any other app. Let's say you're browsing the web, quick reply on screen, and then go back to whatever you're doing in your app. That's really one of the top features by itself. What I think it's worth it. And going into settings here, you have a lot of stuff like you want to make sure the default sending method is via mobile carrier, so you'll use your own plan. And again, you can get a credit for it to remove the ads, etc. But this is a really awesome thing with quick reply, quick compose, so you can have a shortcut for like to or auto show favorites, auto show recents. You can have all this cool stuff in here that has tons of stuff. You have passcode lock on your actual SMS app, Byte SMS application. That way people can't read your text messages. You can have a signature. Some people really like this, so they can have it say like thanks, Adrian or Adrian DigitalDojos.com. That way, every time I send a text message, it will have that. I can have delay sending, so I can, just in case I want to delay the sending, or if anything like that, if I messed up on a text message or I don't want to send it, you can delay it first before you send it. Anything of that nature. So do check it out. It's by SMS. This one is a free one, but it also has a paid license that you can grab to remove ads, etc. Number 4, Activator. Activator is something that coincides with tons of apps. And again, I think jailbreaking should make your phone more easier to use. It should make it more customizable, and it should allow you to do what you please, because that's what jailbreaking is about. It's unlocking the default stuff that Apple doesn't allow you to do. And Activator is one that allows you to take any button on your phone and activate it and to do a different task. That's the best way I can put it. So for example, I downloaded the tweak number 5, which I'm going to show you. It's called SB settings. But the problem with SB settings in iOS 5 is SB settings, you used to swipe from the top to go down to show SB settings. But now you have notification center, so that kind of gets in the way. So they put SB settings right here. And then before it would do this, it would drop this window down, show you SB settings. But now with notification center, it's kind of a double swipe. You swipe down again if you can get it right. And then SB settings will come down. Again, you have to get it just right. So that's kind of annoying. So what if I want to change the gesture in which I can open something like SB settings? So I can say at anywhere. So for example, this means anywhere in the phone I can do this gesture. You can have it so it's just in a specific application. You can have it specifically at the lock screen, etc. That's what's so great about Activator. I'm going to say anywhere. Let's say I swipe from the bottom rather than swiping from the top. So let's try and find that gesture. Let me see if it's right here. So let's say I swipe, that's 2 fingers, here. Swipe from the bottom in a slide gesture. I want it to assign it to SB settings, so it shows what it's currently assigned to. I can have it do all sorts of stuff. I can have it play the next song. I can have it show, turn up the volume. I can have it lock the device, unlock the device. Very, very nice. Also, if you have any broken hardware on your phone, let's say a broken volume button, broken home button, you can assign a different button. You can assign a different button, hardware button on your phone to a different task, and that's what's so great about Activator. Alright, so I'm going to set that, and then now it should be when I swipe from the bottom of the screen, SB settings comes up now. So again, I can swipe from the bottom now. I know you guys can't see me swiping. I guess you can see the gesture. Swiping from the bottom, SB settings comes up. Alright, so speaking about number 5 is SB settings. SB settings is one that's been around for tons, ever since the original iPhone 3G I had. And it is definitely one of my favorite tweaks because it gives you quick access to stuff that's buried within settings. So for example, let's say I want to adjust brightness. I can adjust brightness right away from this menu. I actually don't want location services turned on a lot. I can turn that off. So stuff that you're going to have on situationally, like Wi-Fi, like 3G maybe, for example, or brightness, or Bluetooth, for example, you can turn it on and off as you go along, because really it's not something that's always needs, you don't need Wi-Fi when you're out and about, maybe if you have 3G, for example. So this helps you save tons of battery life. This helps you, help within just having quick access to stuff. You can even have this process button, which allows you to click and delete processes, or I can just say free memory and delete all the running apps I have, all from this thing. It makes, it stands for springboard settings. It makes all these functionality, like respringing, powering down, etc., all quick access in a simple menu to use. And again, you can get themes for SB settings, so you can change the way it looks, etc. But I think this is really one of the best tweaks out there, and one of the definitely ones you must have when you get your phone, because again, it makes it more convenient, and it makes it just a smoother process to use your phone, and that you don't have to dive into settings and find each individual settings in different kind of trees or sections of the general section. So yeah, SB settings, definitely check it out. One of the best tweaks out there, and definitely a must-have on the list. Alright guys, so that concludes my top 5 must-have Cydia tweaks when you jailbreak. Definitely check all these out. I know there's tons of other tweaks out there, and I'm planning to come out with more and more lists on top tweaks out there. A lot of cool stuff, but these are just the generic ones I think if you jailbreak you need to make your phone more efficient, to make it more faster, to save battery life, and to make it easier to access certain parts of your phone. Check it out, guys. Don't forget to check out our website at DigitalDojos.com for much more content. We have a lot of new videos coming out. We have a lot of exclusive content you can only get at the website, from how-to tutorials, promos, and deals to get, price art, discounts off software and hardware, all of that. Check it out, DigitalDojos.com. And of course, like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.